Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, now I want to try something new. I'm going to go over weekly predictions. You know how I go over the big predictions for the year, and then I go over the predictions for each month. And then I have the shorts where I go over the predictions for each day. But I thought now I'm going to cover a week in detail and see how you like it, in order for you to be able to make plans and navigate your life by using the stars. So with that, I'm going to cover the first week of August, the first 7 days, and I'll see how this goes. If you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. Now, another thing is, always remember, I remind everyone, I have to, about all the great things that are going on my website. First of all, sign up for my free newsletter. Get all of these predictions delivered to your email address free. Go to galacticcenter.org, and while you're there, check out my magazine. It's not new anymore. It's gone by. It's been over a year. Joni Patry's Astrology Insights. Every month we have amazing articles and spiritual teachers. It's all online. And I have my Shooting Stars class, which you won't want to miss. This is a group that comes together every week to expand and grow in consciousness. And I have my university, universityofvedicastrology.com, that I have an all online self-paced astrology school to learn Vedic astrology. So let's get going now and talk explicitly about the whole first week of August. And boy, does August start out with a bang, because August 1st, we have so many aspects happening. And remember, if we have a lot of aspects happening on a particular day, that day will be very eventful. So August 1st, Jupiter is going to trine Mars with an exact trine. This is so positive because the trinal aspect really does get positive energy going, where things can happen and go with great ease. So this is happening at 19 degrees of Aries to Leo. Of course, I'm talking about the sidereal system. It doesn't even matter if you're doing Western or Vedic. The aspects are still the same. They're just in different signs. So these are the fire signs sidereally. So this is like where things come and they are so easy to do. It's like you have more energy, you feel at ease, you're at comfort. Mars is action and Jupiter is opportunities. So this is a day of action and opportunities. According to this aspect between Jupiter and Mars, this is not an everyday aspect. This is a big deal. Take advantage of this day for great opportunities. It's also the full moon today. And with that, the full moon is at 15 degrees of Capricorn, where the sun is in Cancer. So this full moon at 15 degrees, really this Jupiter sits at the midpoint here. And that's powerful because Jupiter being in Aries, these are a lot of cardinal signs going on. Jupiter in Aries, and we have the sun and the moon in Cancer, Capricorn. This is all about action, moving forward, making things happen. When the moon is full, it brings things to light that we've been working on. So this is a great day. And also on this day, we have Mercury opposing Saturn. Now Saturn, these are both happening. Mercury is in Leo while Saturn's in Aquarius, and it's happening at 11 degrees. Now, this opposition will really give you focus. This is a great day to start out a new month. So focus into things that you've been trying to do that you feel like you couldn't get done. Use this day to get things rolling and going. It's a great day. Mercury to Saturn. Actually, Mercury and Saturn get along with each other, even though Saturn can sometimes cause setbacks, delays. with Mercury opposing it, I think this really gives you more focus to organize and get things done. It's a day of work and opportunities and getting things done. Now, Venus is Gandanta during this time. Venus is Gandanta. Remember, planets that are in Gandanta are in the last degrees of water and the first degrees of fire. So while Venus is going pretty slow, is retrograde, it is retrograde going from Leo into Cancer, because it's starting out at 29 Leo and it's going back into, no, it's going into the early degrees of Leo, around 1 degree of Leo, 0 degrees Leo, and then into Cancer, 28, 29 degrees of Cancer. These are all Gandanta. So during this day, August 1st, and all the way, actually, if I could say all the way through August 12th, that's when Venus is going to be in these particular placements that are Gandanta, technically Gandanta, from August 1st to the 12th. So what is Gandanta? It feels like you're losing a little bit of control. What is Venus retrograde? About love and romance. You've got to really work on making your relationships work, better understanding them. How can you heal them? How can you cooperate and definitely compromise in relationships to make it work? You know, you're not always right on everything, and neither is your partner. Let's come together and make it work. That's what this Gandanta and retrograde of Venus is all about. So this is a time with Mercury opposing Saturn that you can get a lot done with writing, with expressing yourself. But it's like Saturn and Mercury, when they're in aspect, it's a sign of a writer in a birth chart. So use this time. The full moon is actually not only in Capricorn, but it's in the nakshatra Shravana. And Shravana's symbol is the ear. So it's all about learning. It's a time of listening and learning. And with everything going on, this is a great day to get started to manifest any of your goals. This is a fantastic day for self-expression with Mars and Jupiter in a trinal aspect. So let's go to August 2nd. The moon is in Capricorn on this day, but it's going to transit halfway through the day into Aquarius, and the whole time it's in the nakshatra Dhanishta. Dhanishta's symbol is a drum, and it deals with timing. It deals with being at the right place at the right time, actually. And Dhanishta is a very powerful nakshatra for manifesting and completing things, because it's ruled by Mars. So this nakshatra, it's actually called the richest one. It's a good nakshatra for action-oriented events, getting things done. Now, moving into August 3rd, the moon is going to cross over Saturn in the nakshatra Shatabhishak. So Saturn with the moon can be a little bit heavy. It can be where we contemplate things with a heavy response about things that we need to be more responsible about. So it's actually a time of figuring out what we need to be doing, being responsible for. And it's in the nakshatra Shatabhishak. That nakshatra deals with the 100 healers. There's a lot going on with healing and healing your own life, looking at how you can heal relationships, how you can make things work better, and getting healthier. This is a good time to consider that. How can you get and stay healthy? That's a lot of the contemplation and things you must do. So August 5th, this is where the moon is going to be in the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. That nakshatra, there's a reason why its symbol is a man with two faces, because many times I find that when that nakshatra is prevalent, you can't always believe everything people are telling you. So be cautious and be aware that everything may not be as it appears, especially since on this day, the moon is going to cross over Neptune. And that is really telling in terms of the moon on Neptune means, well, you can't believe everything you're seeing. If it's too good to be true, then it is. Neptune deals with deception, deceit, and denial. Be aware of this day while the moon crosses in Pisces from Purva Bhadrapada, and it's still going to be on Neptune. But get this day, the moon will be pretty much in a quincunx, which is a very difficult aspect to the 3 planets that are transiting in Leo right now. Venus, Mercury, and Mars are going to be in Leo. And the moon is in kind of it's an inconjunct. Inconjunct is another word for quincunx, which means it's just not working. Things are not working and they're not feeling right today. So just don't do anything that you don't want to. If your gut's telling you not to do it, don't do it. This is a day that things are probably not going to work out the way you wanted them to with where the moon is, especially being on Neptune. Well, yes, the moon on Neptune can make you dreamy and creative and fantasize about things. Your imagination is working on overload. Just make sure you don't make bad decisions. I wouldn't make a major decision today based on that. Okay, so let's move on to the next day, August 6th. August 6th, we got a lot going on. The Jupiter is going to be squaring the sun from 20 degrees of Aries to 20 degrees of Cancer. And the squares are usually obstacles, but Jupiter is an opportunity. So I believe this is a day an obstacle can be turned into a great opportunity. Look and see how this can be taken for your best interest and advantage. This is great. You can realize things this day. Come to a place where things aren't working and all of a sudden you get a huge solution. The light bulb goes off. This is a great day for opportunities because really we're just connecting the sun with Jupiter, and this is a good thing. Great things are about to happen. Understandings and solutions will come to you on this day. So this will bring resolution for many things. So if you're stuck on something, work it through. You're going to get an answer today. And another thing that's happening on this day, which is quite powerful, is that the moon is crossing over Rahu. And that's an extreme. People are thinking big. They're thinking in expanded ways. And probably people can be a little bit crazy with the moon conjunct Rahu. But it's okay because it is, the moon is going to, Jupiter is squaring the sun, which the sun is our power. And it's like we can have many breakthroughs today with power. And our mind is going to be thinking big and very expanded in so many ways as it crosses over Rahu. It's in the nakshatra Ashwini, which can deal with the healers. And Ashwini does move fast. So don't be overly aggressive with the moon being in Aries on Rahu. In other words, take it easy. Don't be impulsive or impatient, because that's what Aries energy loves to do. Yeah, take it slow so you don't cause any accidents. But this is a day where you're going to think big, expanded, and you come up with many breakthroughs and solutions. So let's go on to the 7th of August. This is a great day because Venus, this is a big change. Venus is retrograde, but this is the day that it enters into Cancer from Leo. So this is going to be a day where you become a lot more sensitized and more feeling, especially in the area of your relationships. And relationships, as I said the whole time, Venus is in Cancer, is relative to searching and finding security in your relationships. So during this time, your relationships will be tested. So this is the onset and the start of this, where your relationships will be a focus around protection and security. This, if it's not a secure relationship, it may not last during this time. You're going to get a lot of red flags. Pay attention. The moon on this day, on the 7th, will conjunct Jupiter. But it's going to be in the Nakshatra Bharani, which deals with major breakthroughs. Yes, so this is an important time to realize when Venus is retrograde. But the moon is on Jupiter, so this is a day of optimism, and I believe you can find some solutions and answers within healing of your relationships on this day. So take it to heart and know what you need to be doing. So that covers the very first week of August, and let me know if you like these weekly updates, and I will continue to keep you in the know of every week and how you can plan daily so that you can make the best of what's going on in the sky. Either it's time to move forward or whether it's time to move back, but the stars are there to guide us. Let's use them for their best advantage. So with that, I think I'll close. Remember, if you want a reading or if you want to learn more about me, go to my website, galacticcenter.org. And last but not least, if you want to study with me, learn how to do this, go to my university website, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.